Yo, Forkies, this is day 141 of me playing just early until I reach the rapid rating of 2500. So here we go. We have the game, we have the white pieces, so let's play pawn to e4 on our first move of the game. And now we have the double king's pawn opening with d5. I have no idea what to do. I think it takes um, bishop c4 if I remember correctly. But I don't, because no, queen e7 I take, yes. So this I think is the line. Queen g5. Wait, did I just fell for a trap? Wait. Did I just fell for a trap? Knight f7, queen g2 here, and bishop g4, and I can probably. And bishop e2, then you simply take, and take the knight. Wait, hold on. But I can still take here, most likely. There is f4 as well. Um, Knight f7, queen g2, rook f1, bishop g4. Bishop e2 is forced, and after takes and takes, you take. That seems losing for me. d4 perhaps, and after queen g2, I can. Wait, did I don't think I'm lost. I have no knight g4. What am I talking about? Um, so bishop f7, king e7. Um, and then maybe d4, d4, queen g2, rook f1. Is this a better version of this? Most likely, I would assume actually it is. And d4. Maybe it's may if I'm already lost out of the opening, then yes, it's not very good. But otherwise, I think I mean, if you just go here, I thought my position is amazing actually. So you have to go here, but now I play d4, which is as well quite forced. Rook f1 forced, bishop g4, and I can just. Okay, I missed this move actually. I actually missed the idea with bishop h3. What am I doing? And bishop g4, bishop g5 is almost made at some point, but not sure if actually it is. Um, of course now you just take, yeah, bishop g5. You just take it, but okay, let's say I go queen e2, and you simply take, and I take, and you take, and I go bishop g5. Oh, but then even knight f6, so maybe I take here. I probably have to do this. If rook takes, I'm probably already just lost, yes? Probably I'm lost, which is crazy. I'm just down on an exchange, which is very bad. Maybe I should have taken on the. I mean, this pawn is weak, so I still think I have something to fight for. If I win this pawn, my position is not resignable yet, but it's not great. But I'm getting my rooks in the center. I'm bringing the pawns in, so maybe this is still kind of playable. Of course, I take um king e2. I can bring the knight in. Maybe that's actually playable. But now Knight c4 feels like a good move. And I also need to speed up a little bit, otherwise, yes, it's not very good. Maybe. Okay, what's happening? I can take and go here. But then rook f6, and that's bad. But I have to take, right? Um, or do I? Here, here, that's bad. If I go here, rook f6 again. But then rook f1, and suddenly, no, then also this just feels bad. I will go here. I know it's a passive square, but I can get maybe to d5. Um, like right now. Although this makes sense, but I also can play just rook f1. But then no, the king gets closer. If I go here, then simply c3 and I go here maybe. And the rook is kind of slightly misplaced. Rook c8, I think it's okay. Knight b6 also a good move, very good move by the way. The move I of course missed. Um, Knight a6, but then rook c8. I just go back and maybe rook f1. I have a pawn for an exchange, which definitely is lost, but I need to bring my pawns forward. And before I probably don't take. Rook f8, e5, and because then my knight is open. Rook f8, I don't think there are any threats whatsoever. No entry points. Okay, what difference does it make? I'm pinned, so what? Um, this allows this, which is very good for me. If you take, I probably take with the knight, which is check, and then I move away. Still, definitely, I'm much worse. Maybe I'm not lost. Maybe. Um, okay, that's definitely an option that I missed as well. Yeah, yeah. So of course I cannot take here. I can go here maybe before I take the pawn. Knight f4. Wait, his rook is also hanging when I move. So um, yes, you take. But now knight c5. I can take with the bishop perhaps. Rook f3, which I dislike a lot. I will take with the knight. I'm not sure why. Feels correct, maybe. Um, a4, b4, b3, rook f. No, b3, c4 maybe an idea. I feel like I'm probably slightly better. I mean, I know that's hard to say, but I feel like my pawns are worth more than these rooks, which don't really have an idea how to. Okay, but what are you doing here? Yeah? Wait, a4 maybe. Is there a threat? Not really. b4 is just bad, so I take here. If this trade happens, I'm very yes, but this is simply bad, I think. I take and I activate my rook. Oh, almost something works here, almost. But e2 comes with a check, so this I cannot afford. Yes, I go here. I have enough time, that's very, very important. Yes, okay, you are threatening to take, but I have check. 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . . 。 . 。 . . . . . . . . . . . . . 。 . . . . 。 。 . 。 。 . 。 。 . . 。 。 . 。 . . . 。 . 。 . Then I can even take maybe. And bring my king here maybe. Or I can do no. Here I feel like, and here. If you take, I take. I'm better there. I mean, I'm winning. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left. It will be hard one, but I feel like I'm better. Maybe I'm winning. I wouldn't say I'm winning, but I'm definitely slightly better. Um. So yes, the position is very tricky. I bring my king up. Um. Of course, I cannot take. That's natural. I go here. Rook c2 is interesting. Um. I feel like I can. If I go here, I win. Yeah. No. Wait. You can take. Maybe this is an idea. Check. I go up. Probably. And here maybe. I might as well go down. My rook is defended, which is super important. So I can go down. Otherwise, this would work maybe. I can go here, I think. Check and up. And maybe here. If the rooks come off the board, I think I'm better. This pawn is slightly tricky, but now I'm bringing the king closer, and this is also a threat. I go here, threatening this. I feel like nothing should be hanging. Takes a take. This doesn't work. I think that's winning for me. Um, but then I go check. I go behind, or I go here maybe. B5 is a threat. At least I think so. There is a check. Here. Oh, I'm pinned. What am I doing? This pawn is definitely closer to the queen, yes, but check. I go here. I feel like so that I still have this check. I will be. I will stop commentating now. I don't have time for that. Here, of course, is the best move. Hmm. No. Here, here. No. Here. I feel like better. I'm not sure what's happening. I missed that completely. Yes, I'm lost now. I. Bad luck. But it's still tricky. Here is mate. Yes, I'm quicker actually. No, but I queen with check and mate if you take the pawn. So definitely anyone's game now. Queen, but I queen with check. So this is very important. If you take its mate. So now I think I'm winning, but very hard to prove an advantage here. Um, I missed this move completely. Check, I move. Or I go here, but no, then you take. Also, I don't have the time, which is crazy. 50 seconds and I will probably lose this game, but it will be one of the most combative moves. Games, excuse me. Here I go, here. Which I blundered. What am I doing? I don't have rook d7. Oh, but I have here maybe. I also missed that I don't have the check. Because of takes. Or at least I'm probably threatening some sort of checks. Check, I go here. No. I might go here. And just sack everything. For the win. But it's hard to play for a win. I'm still down in exchange, but now the queens are on the board, so. What the hell? How can I win this? Up I go here and it's made. Mm. Oh, but now? No, I'm still not winning. Is a draw good result for me? I don't know. Can I push for a win? Oh, I just go here. And rook a6, and I think. No, this doesn't work. Here, here. And you go here and here and here. And d6, and no. This doesn't work at all. So, yes, I have to make it a draw. And it is a draw, but I cannot play for a win here. Let's analyze the game now. Oh my god, what a crazy game was this. So I played badly with 83% accuracy. I also made few mistakes. But let's see. So I played e4, e5, knight f3, excuse me. Knight f3. And now I thought we will get the slow Spanish positions, nothing special. But he played d5, which is a very known gambit. But of course it's a mistake on move 2. Because I can simply take the pawn, which is okay. I felt like this was the best move. After takes, bishop c4 is best, but now after queen g5, I played actually one of the best moves, king e7, and now I played again the best move d4, but I didn't see the idea after rook f1 to play bishop to h3. I simply didn't see that. Oh, I can go back with the bishop, and I defend. Oh, I didn't see bishop c4. What is wrong with me, man? I'm so bad. Bishop c4, the only move, of course. Queen e2, of course, a mistake. By the way, why does computer says it's equal after queen e2? At least it said this earlier. Takes, 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 and now you have to take the bishop on f1. I mean, you cannot take the knight. Um, this was just a bad decision. Bishop g5, okay, but again, this endgame is much better for black. He's up on exchange. He just needs to develop his pieces. But I will win this pawn on e5, on e4 probably. So it's not as simple. Knight e2, e3, and now I take. And my position was great. Rook f8, king e2, and now I'm activating the king. Knight d7, knight c4. I thought this was okay. b5, I just take and move the knight back. And this pawn is weak. Rook f6, and now I go. Knight b4 was bad. What? a4. Apparently a4. I activate the rook. I thought opening the files was good for black, not for me. Because he's the one having the rooks. But okay, knight before with an idea of knight here, I think. Yeah, so this is very simple. If you go a6, then you're losing. After knight d5, you have to go back. Now f4 quits, game over. So this was my idea, but knight b6 simply prevents the idea of knight d5 physically. c3, I thought actually b4 might be played, which is a probably okay sacrifice because you get the open files. He didn't go for it, which is of course okay, but now I start to push my pawns. Knight d4 a mistake because of king to d2, not because the best move is a4, but it's hard to play. But I guess c4 now. Knight f4 and you take with the bishop. and king f3 and everything hangs. This is already playable. So, takes I took with the knight. And now I played b3, which I thought my idea is to play c4, but no, my idea is to play a4, which I did. b4 actually the best move, which I was kind of surprised of, and now rook c4 I simply win a pawn. Isn't that so? I take and play, it takes and just move the king back. Move the king up, take the pawn, and it's equal. I thought I was the one pushing here. Rook c4, trying to activate the rook. Rook f8, check. Oh, what? Going back is better. And rook c6 and heart. So yes, this is apparently bad. And now, here, I started to panic. b4 is fine. Check is fine, but I missed king a5. Why? Well, this wins the rook, but I lose my king, so that's quite illegal. Rook b7, going back was the wrong idea. This loses the game. Going up was still okay. After rook h7, how do I draw this? With king to d6 apparently, and if you push, knight c6 and king b6 and a5, if you take its mate, with rook b6, this is the Greco mate. So you go back, knight d8, king b8, and it's a draw apparently. If you go to a8, it's mate in 3 with knight c6, king b7, rook b8. Okay, my king is active. Very tough to see, by the way. But okay, I played king e8, which is bad, and I missed that he has this check, and now I'm lost. But now I think the most important move of the endgame was rook a6. Why? Well, I go back, and now only one move wins. Well, it's easy to spot it, king c5, but not as easy to play it. After h3, I simply push, and I win with check. And now king a3 is only move not to lose the game. I thought I was winning. I missed king a3. Now I went queen c7 check. Here I rook h7, knight f7 and queen b3. Here check, I lose. Yeah, so king b7 was horrendous. But he didn't see it, and he took the pawn. But now, actually, I thought I might win after queen to d3, but after king to a2, I started calculating rook a6, and I saw that it doesn't work because he has rook d7. When I go up, rook h6, and I mean, you can play up, but you lose. You lose the rook and you lose the game. So yes, we repeated and we drew the game, which is okay result, not the best. I didn't gain any rating, but it was a fair enough game. I made few mistakes in the opening, but otherwise I think I played in the end game. I think I played pretty okay. So yes, by the way, my end games are improving pretty much rapidly, so I'm very great to see that. I also need to manage my time much better. I have 19 seconds at the end of the game, so this is quite horrendous as well. But yes, if you have any questions about the game or whatever, just write it down in the comments below. I will be reading and answering all of your comments. And as always, excuse me, if you like and enjoy the video, please consider liking and subscribing. It would really help me out. And see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.